Helen, 74, used to start every morning with a walk in her white sneakers. The birds sang, the breeze was gentle, and her legs felt strong. Until last summer. One day, as she stood up from the couch, her left leg buckled slightly. Over the next few weeks, climbing stairs became harder. No falls, no injury, just a quiet weakening that didn't make sense. Then her doctor took a closer look at her daily supplements. And what they found was shocking. A few common vitamins, ones marketed specifically to seniors, were quietly undermining her leg's strength and balance. If you think this couldn't happen to you, I urge you to stay just a few minutes longer. Because in this video, we'll reveal 5 popular vitamins that, when misused or overused, can actually weaken your legs, reduce balance, and increase the risk of falls. And the last one? It's something many people over 60 take daily, yet it may directly damage the nerves that control your movement. But here's the good news. This isn't fear, it's empowerment. When you understand how to take these nutrients the right way, how to pair them properly, and when to choose food over pills, you protect more than your muscles. You protect your independence. Number 1, vitamin D. You've probably heard it before. Take vitamin D, it's good for your bones. And that's not wrong. For adults over 60, vitamin D is essential. It helps absorb calcium, supports muscle strength, and improves balance. Low vitamin D levels can lead to weakness and even falls. But here's the part no one talks about. Taking vitamin D the wrong way can quietly harm your legs. It all comes down to what's missing. Vitamin D only works properly when paired with 2 other key nutrients, vitamin K2 and magnesium. Without K2, the calcium that vitamin D helps absorb doesn't always go to your bones. Instead, it can settle in your arteries, joints, or muscles, causing stiffness, cramps, and reduced mobility, especially in your legs. And without enough magnesium, your body can't properly activate vitamin D. Magnesium also helps prevent excess calcium buildup, a problem that becomes more common with age. A study in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition showed that high doses of vitamin D without adequate K2 and magnesium can increase the risk of muscle cramps, weakness, and reduced blood flow in the lower limbs. Even worse, long-term use of over 4,000 IU per day can lead to vitamin D toxicity, causing fatigue, imbalance, and even neuromuscular dysfunction. So, what's the right way to supplement? Stick to a balanced ratio. For every 1,000 IU, 25 milligrams of vitamin D3, pair it with 10 milligrams of K2. If you're taking 5,000 IU, make sure you're also getting around 50 milligrams of K2. And don't forget magnesium. Get it through foods like pumpkin seeds, spinach, and almonds, or choose a supplement form that's gentle and easy to absorb, like magnesium glycinate. With the right balance, vitamin D remains a powerful ally in protecting your strength and independence. But remember, no vitamin works in isolation, and your legs deserve the full team. Number 2, calcium. For many people over 60, taking calcium becomes automatic. It's for my bones, to prevent fractures. These are common reasons, reinforced by ads, family, even doctors. And yes, calcium is vital for bone strength. But here's the truth no one emphasizes enough. Calcium doesn't know where to go, unless you guide it. Without support from vitamin D, K2, and magnesium, calcium can end up in the wrong places, like your arteries, muscles, or soft tissues around the knees and thighs. And what happens then? Stiff joints, leg cramps, poor circulation, gradual loss of mobility. A study in the British Medical Journal found that calcium supplements, when taken without vitamin D, were linked to an increased risk of heart attack in older adults, likely due to arterial calcification. Another study in the Journal of the American Geriatric Society revealed that high-dose calcium didn't significantly reduce fracture risk, but was associated with muscle weakness and poor balance. So where should you get your calcium? From food. Slowly, steadily, and naturally, alongside nutrients that help the body absorb it safely. Some of the best sources include kale, bok choy, sardines, tofu, almonds, and sesame seeds. These offer calcium in a bioavailable form, meaning your body can absorb and use it efficiently without harmful buildup. Only when absolutely necessary, such as in cases of low bone density, should you consider calcium supplements. And even then, stick to modest doses and always pair them with vitamin D3, K2, and magnesium. You don't have to fear calcium, but you do have to manage it, because strong legs aren't built by piling on more, they're built by moving smarter. Number 3, vitamin A. Vitamin A. It sounds harmless, essential even. But for many seniors, too much vitamin A could be quietly weakening their legs. Let's break it down. Vitamin A is crucial for vision, immunity, and skin health. But unlike water-soluble vitamins like C and B, vitamin A is fat-soluble. That means your body stores the excess in your liver and fat tissue, and over time, those stores can become toxic. Here's how it happens. Many older adults take a multivitamin, a bone support supplement, maybe an immune booster, or an eye formula. Each of these may contain vitamin A, and when combined, you might be getting double or triple the safe amount without even realizing it. The risks: joint discomfort, muscle fatigue, decreased bone density, higher fracture risk, especially in the legs, even nerve weakness over time. A review in the New England Journal of Medicine linked chronic high-dose vitamin A intake with lower bone mineral density and a greater chance of fractures in older adults. So what's the safe limit? About 3,000 milligrams or 10,000 IU of preformed vitamin A, retinol, per day, including all sources, supplements and fortified foods. Now, beta-carotene, plant-based vitamin A, is generally safer, but high-dose supplements of it can still build up in the body. What can you do? Don't take multiple products with vitamin A at once. Always check labels for total daily intake. Focus on food-based sources, carrots, sweet potatoes, leafy greens, and liver, in moderation. If you supplement, keep doses modest and consult a healthcare provider, because your legs don't weaken from too little vitamin A, they weaken from having too much, quietly building up day after day. Number 4, vitamin E. Vitamin E, it sounds gentle, even helpful. The anti-aging vitamin, the heart protector. And yes, vitamin E plays a vital role. It fights free radicals, supports immune function, and may benefit heart health. But like vitamin A, vitamin E is fat-soluble, meaning it's stored in your body, not flushed out easily. Here's where it gets tricky. Many affordable supplements use synthetic vitamin E, labeled as DL-alpha tocopherol. This form is processed differently by the body, and less efficiently. Studies show that high doses of synthetic E over time can lead to muscle weakness, fatigue, and coordination issues, especially in older adults. Even natural vitamin E, D-alpha tocopherol, when taken in high doses, over 400 IU per day, can thin the blood too much, interfere with vitamin K, and affect neuromuscular function. A major meta-analysis published in the Annals of Internal Medicine found that long-term high-dose vitamin E supplementation increased the risk of all-cause mortality, particularly among older adults with chronic conditions. So what should you do? First, don't rely on supplements as your primary source of vitamin E. Instead, focus on foods rich in tocotrienols, a more potent and less harmful form of vitamin E. Rice bran oil, sunflower seeds, flaxseed oil, nuts, especially walnuts and almonds. If supplementation is needed, opt for a mixed E formula, one that includes both tocopherols and tocotrienols, and keep the dose under 200 IU daily unless advised by a doctor. Here's what to watch for. Persistent leg fatigue, slight tremors, balance issues. These might not be just aging. They might be side effects of something you're taking every day. Vitamin E isn't the enemy, but understanding the form, the dose, and the need, that's how you protect your movement. Because strong legs come from strong choices. Number 5, vitamin B6. Vitamin B6 sounds harmless. It's water-soluble. Your body flushes out the excess, right? Not quite. B6 is one of the few vitamins that in high doses can cause serious nerve damage. This vitamin is vital for producing red blood cells, supporting brain health, and allowing nerves to send signals. But here's the problem. Many seniors are unknowingly getting far too much B6. You might be taking a daily multivitamin, a memory booster, an energy supplement, a bone health formula. Each of these might contain B6, and together, your daily intake could be dozens or even hundreds of times the recommended amount. Adults over 50 only need about 1.5 to 1.7 milligrams per day. Yet many supplements contain 50, 100, even 500 milligrams per tablet. What happens when you consistently take high doses? Tingling or numbness in the feet and hands, burning sensations or pins and needles, poor coordination, leg weakness, and trouble climbing stairs. A study in neurology found that prolonged high-dose B6 intake can lead to sensory neuropathy, nerve damage that affects balance, strength, and walking ability. Worse, the symptoms can persist even after stopping the supplement. Here's what you can do. Keep total B6 intake below 10 to 20 milligrams per day, unless prescribed. Check the labels of all your supplements. Focus on food-based sources like bananas, chickpeas, salmon, and potatoes. Vitamin B6 isn't bad, but your body needs it in tiny amounts. Too much, and it can slowly steal your strength one step at a time. Don't let more is better be the reason you reach for the handrail every morning. The cumulative mistake. If you're like many people over 60, you might be taking 3, 4, even 5 supplements a day. A multivitamin in the morning, a bone support formula, an immune booster, something for memory, maybe an energy tablet in the afternoon. It sounds logical, each for a different need. But the real problem isn't any one pill. The problem is what happens when you add them all up. Most people don't realize that many supplements share the same vitamins, and together they can push you way past safe limits. For example, you might be getting 5,000 IU of vitamin D from one product, plus 1,000 IU from your multivitamin, plus another 1,000 IU from your joint formula. That's 7,000 IU per day, far above what's recommended and enough to cause side effects if taken long-term. The same goes for vitamins B6 and E. Each product adds a bit, but together, you may be in the danger zone without knowing it. There's no alarm that goes off when your vitamin levels are too high. No warning light, just your body quietly sending messages. Numbness in your feet, poor balance, random leg cramps, ongoing fatigue. And if your supplements come from different brands, each uses its own label format, making it harder to track what you're really taking. So what can you do? Spend 15 minutes reviewing every label of what you take. Write down your total daily intake of vitamins D, A, E, and B6. Compare it with safe guidelines, or talk to your doctor. Prioritize nutrients from food, and if needed, pick one high-quality multi over scattered products. You haven't done anything wrong, you just haven't been told how to do it right. You deserve strong, steady steps, and that starts with clarity on every pill you take. How to rebuild leg strength naturally. By now, you've seen how certain vitamins, taken the wrong way, can weaken your legs. But here's the hope. There are small daily actions that can rebuild and protect your leg strength well into your 70s, 80s, and beyond. You don't need a gym. You don't need fancy equipment. You just need consistent movement and smart choices. Start simple. Walk 10 to 15 minutes daily, even indoors. Stand up and sit down from a sturdy chair 5 times every morning. Step up and down a low stair, slowly and with control. These light exercises activate your thighs, glutes, and core, improving balance and lowering fall risk dramatically. Now turn to your plate. As we age, muscle loss speeds up unless we support it with enough protein and the right nutrients. Prioritize eggs, salmon, free-range chicken, Greek yogurt, lentils, almonds, leafy greens, pumpkin, sweet potatoes. Reduce refined sugars, white bread, instant cereals. They spike inflammation and quietly steal muscle over time. Sunlight is your secret weapon. Just 15 to 20 minutes of morning sun paired with light movement supports natural vitamin D production, boosts mood, sleep, and even mobility-related hormones. And don't forget magnesium, a forgotten hero for nerve signals and muscle function. Get it from pumpkin seeds, kale, or a gentle supplement like magnesium glycinate if needed. Lastly, hydrate and rest. Muscles grow and repair during sleep, and even mild dehydration affects coordination and energy. Strength doesn't come from youth, it comes from daily motion, smart habits, and a mindset that says, I still can. And no matter your age, it's never too late to start again. Strength never left, you just have to call it back. Doris, 78, once told her daughter, my biggest fear is waking up one day and not being able to get out of bed on my own. After a brief dizzy spell and a minor fall in the bathroom, she began to feel her legs slipping, not from pain, but from weakness. At first, she blamed aging, but after reviewing her supplements and speaking with a nutritionist, she made a change. She cut back on pills, added more real, nutrient-rich food, started standing up from her chair every morning, and walked 10 minutes around the house, rain or shine. 3 months later, Doris climbed her stairs again, slowly but on her own. Her legs no longer shook, and her eyes, they had their sparkle back. You see, strength doesn't vanish in a day, but rebuilding it doesn't take a miracle. It takes clarity, it takes choice, it takes motion. And today, you have a choice. If you've used any of the vitamins we discussed, comment 1. If you want a full weekly leg strength recovery guide, comment 2. And remember, independence isn't given. You claim it every time you choose to take one more step.